God, this radio is so good. Other than aunties, this is probably the best.
Data validating or repudiating our forecasts and relevant informational details for near present and future calculations. Fellow esteemed members of the Order of the Ascendant allocated to Golden Ridge, as foreseen, recent conflicts between the Protectorate, Auntie's Choice, and ourselves have resulted in notable detrimental effects throughout this region, including but not limited to the loss of Fort Endurance, disabling of the tramicular, and a 17.9% reduction in effective sleep cycles per evening. But before you succumb to a sense of malaise that undermines cognitive function, take heart from these additional, sharply contrasting data points. Our efforts deciphering the universal equation remain unabated. Extraction continues at Zeranium.
Oh, so these Arcadians do appreciate the finer things. Guess it's only bad when Auntie does it.
Just as our calculations allow for a predictable range of error, so do we. Our work continues.
End message with an emphatic sign-off such as, "You'll never be sad when you have solutions." Oh, that apparently was a note to self, not to be read aloud.
Further beneficial content soon follows. And now a song from a composer predicted to have 3 well-liked melodies and become allergic to water this year.
Probability and the grand plan. There can be no discussion of the grand plan without also entertaining a deep contemplation of probability. Our ability to predict events to varying degrees of certainty is fundamentally rooted.
Look, if you guys want to read it, you can pause the video, okay? I'm not doing it.
Data that is gathered,
There's no time to be reading in this game. Do you think I read contracts when I sign them?
Let's look at the interpretation of pure chance. If one flips a perfectly balanced coin, it will land on heads with a 1 in 2 chance, or tails with a 1 in 2 chance. But are there really 2 outcomes? Is there not one specific outcome
Hey, buddy.
we can determine? Yes. With complete information, there can be no chance, only outcome. Complete information.
Are you telling me I can't take that as a pet?
100% accuracy.
Really?
Outcomes. Now we come to one
It was
of the
stuck
most
in here.
difficult concepts
I
in the
rescued
order
it.
for initiates to grasp. If the result of the flip of a coin is known to be heads,
So rude.
is it necessary to flip the coin? Would it not be more efficient to simply go forward as if it had been flipped and proceed with whatever action that flip was intended to choose?
Don't like it.
If so,
These strangers.
what part of that choice
Rip them out.
was ever
Shatter
left
them.
to chance?
Transfer them with
The answer,
ourselves.
of course,
Yes.
is no.
Yes.
Only
Grab an hourglass
One.
trawler next outing.
2,
They'll display us
3,
standing.
4,
Cut them up.
1,
we do not have
2,
complete information.
3,
Instead,
4.
Liquidate them!
expected values and standard deviations, which sigma.
Grab still recharging!
Estimate
Won't be terrorizing anyone now.
Yes, baby.
No,
The best
not
sniper
travesty.
ever.
A horror. A horror the archive will always avoid.
Hell yeah.
Data collected, analyzed, and input by our archivists brings us closer to our goal, to the solving of the universal equation.
There is a strange sort of humor in the onset of the first war in Arcadia's history, within a few days of my being assigned here. As far from Protectorate society as possible, Golden Ridge suffers under an invading force, and moreover,
We must
It appears that our Order colleagues have betrayed us. At first, I lamented my isolation, but I've realized I was where I needed to be of service. The scores of abandoned subjects need a leader. I have enlisted the staff at these estates to help accept the first influx of still loyal Protectorate refugees. More shall come. I shall lead them out of the shadows and into the light. For the good of the Protectorate. This is my calling.
Okay.
You may think you have tasted a great
All right, we're gonna take
old-fashioned
that.
cocktail,
Lockpick
but have
is
you tasted
next.
the highest-rated
Observation
old-fashioned ever
11.
created? Now you can with Asymptote Bourbon, consistently rated the best from the Order of the Ascendant.
Never forget, we will unlock humanity's true potential. In due course, in due time, each fulfilling our prescribed role within the grand plan.
Yeah, 10
This
is the
popular memory has
highest.
been conclusively proven to promote cognitive function.
No, 15 is the highest, bro. $20? All right, bro. We are not getting a lot of these. Okay.
Hasn't happened, if something's not the case, if you find your data missing inside your database, if you need to find alternatives.
Okay, farm enthusiast is pretty interesting. Pickpocket is also pretty good. Automatic firing does more damage before I reload is pretty good. Modded weapon does more damage. Done. Every weapon I have is going to be modded. Every one of them. Incendiary light revolver. It's not the Rattler, right? Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Yes. Is unaffiliated, so that's good. Shotgun hammer trigger or shotgun blast on hit. Requires loaded shotgun ammo to fire. That sounds fun. Hi.
Ah, you've returned in one piece. Did you, perchance, acquire those, precious items we spoke about?
Give document. I have both files right here. Gotta say, they don't look much like manuscripts.
Oh, don't you worry about that. Come now, hand them over. Ah, yes. Beautiful, beautiful. My handlers will be mighty pleased with these indeed.
Handlers, that includes Agent Kobor, huh? I knew something fishy about this operation.
You're acquainted with us then, and you still hadn't managed to connect the proverbial dots. Ha! That there is proof. I've still got it. Old Spider is mighty good at keeping secrets. All I can divulge is that valuable data, like this here, always paves the way to lucrative business ventures.
It requires a planetary mass.
Wait, do you just call yourself Spider?
I did, and why not? You think I'd use my given name in the midst of a highly sensitive mission? Ha! You'd find yourself an alias too if you knew what was what. Anyhow, here's your payment for a job well done. And since you're apparently known to others in Sub Rosa, I suppose I can add a bit of knowledge on top. Been watching the scrappers for a while. They stick to raids, nothing big or risky. All the same, they caught the attention of a sentinel. Imagine they were being brought to heel. Sentinels work in secret, but someone somewhere gave the scrappers word that he was coming and bringing trouble with him. They killed him upon his arrival, of course.
Permafrost sprawls an endless maze of componentry, resistor banks, logic assemblies, data manifolds.
Why would a Sentinel be coming after them? This isn't Protectorate land.
The Protectorate'll do anything to bring defectors to heel. They're getting desperate. Lucky for this lot, someone has a vested interest in preserving their freedom.
Thanks. Bye. Oh no, is that the guy I sent down here? Oh, that sucks.
Such processing generates tremendous heat, which is dissipated by the thermal transfer system. 4,367.89 kilometers of feed and return pipes circulate coolant between Cloister's subsurface seas and the core assembly. When in operation, the core would turn molten in 1.8 minutes without thermal transfer's consistent hydraulic pressure of 3,300 psi. Fortunately, this system is foolproof. It would take deliberate human intervention to operate the archive without the thermal transfer system. But who would act so irrationally?
Oh, Strition.
Input commands are delivered by complex
Yeah, right. He's fine.
cards that process information stored on data bricks. Only an operator wielding the Calcaduceus may set the archive to its tasks. To outsiders, it appears we are waving a mathematical...
So you did come. Good. I'm not partial to working with those given to second thoughts. It seems we arrive on a desolate scene. I don't know what transpired, but whatever it was killed the refugees to a person. As an arbiter, I bear a strong stomach. But if you've any reservations about witnessing destruction visited upon the innocent, you'd best steel yourself.
Any ideas who could have done this?
I've some theories on the refugees' killers, but I remain unsatisfied. Although I am not required to do so as an arbiter, I would care to acquire proof.
We are racked with regret for this error.
If that's the case, why bother?
We operate under the Sovereign's indefatigable will. Thus, we do not need proof. But my training was somewhat unique in that it emphasized the value of thorough investigation. Let us comb the remnants of this charnel house.
1415159265358979323.
Oh, is this what he arrived on? This song though.
884-197-16939.
Wait, is this song just saying the number in pi?
How many digits in pi?
Sorry. Look, I get it. It's in the lyrics, but I didn't really listen to it until just now, okay? Someone sabotaged a dragoon mech and it just killed everybody, huh?
How many digits in pi? How many numbers?
Yeah, somebody definitely hacked that.
Four, four, five, nine, two, three, zero, seven, eight. 16406286208. 99662834825.
That's a giant bottle of sparkling water. Oh my god.
How many numbers am I? How many digits in pi? How many numbers am I? How many numbers am I?
This melodious little ditty was dedicated to novice Gertrude Powell.
These
Your
people
anonymous
could have been
has
saved.
taken great
They
interest
simply
in your
hadn't
figure
deviated
work
from the
and
paradigm.
projections.
Next up, well, the seers among you already know.
1, 2, 3, 5, 8. 1, 1, 2,
Protectorate logo.
5, 8. Function F to the n equaling our starting zen. Function Fn minus 1 plus
So they repurposed Protectorate's gear,
in all cases that we know, starting
but that
where n
I don't think the
is
Protectorate cared
now you know
about
just
that.
what to do. Start the cycle, here's the cue. It's Fibonacci, a sequence largely summing to preceding numbers gives us math that brings us wonders. Define the recurrence relation, get us to sequence summation. It's Fibonacci from Liber of Asi. Gazing upon the golden spiral, a part that's quite so light, arcing in a circle motion, giving squares perfect quotient. 0, 1, 1, and again 2, 3, 5, and 8, and then 13, 21, not 2, 34. We're counting through.
Okay, say
I cannot help but feel a pang for these people, cut down without a hope of defense. We must uncover what transpired here.
I found something that might be important.
Inform me.
I found a high power transmitter. It looked like heavily damaged.
An encampment such as this normally would possess no means for long band communications. Was there anything remarkable about it?
It bears the Protectorate craftsmanship. The refugee likely stole it somehow.
Good observation. Suffice it to say, the Protectorate would not take kindly to such a theft. Did you have anything else?
I found a terminal entry cataloging the base auto-mechanical defenses.
I doubt it factored in their inadequacy in the face of a superior force. Assuming there was a superior force.
The defenses seems pretty resolute in theory, but automechs are easily manipulated.
The distinct lack of automechanical corpses around us supports your point. It seems the defenders did not defend.
There was a destroyed automech deeper in the camp.
That automechanicals would fall in the camp's defense is logical. That there would only be one is not. Did you notice anything interesting about it?
The targeting mechanism went undamaged, but the parameter slot was empty.
Then it was fighting blind. Doesn't seem like something a defensive automech should be doing.
I am done. I think we discussed everything I wanted.
You're certain? You've combed the place to your liking?
Yes.
Then let us debrief and see if we can deduce what transpired here. Have you any theories as to what killed these people?
How do you think they died?
I have a strong theory, but there are gaps. I'd like to hear your own analysis, and we may compare where our ideas converge.
Whimsical computational jest 37A, be like the minus operator and make a difference today.
There was clearly some kind of attack, but I'm not sure what happened.
Although I'm no ballistics expert, the death wounds on the corpses appear to match those inflicted by an automech. Have any theories about the automechs that did this?
Section 4, Session 43.
I do. The camp automechanical were reprogrammed to target the refugees.
My thoughts exactly. How do you believe they were compromised?
My name is Edmund Vandersmythe, and I am the senior tenured laureate.
I don't have any ideas.
I submit that the refugees predominantly used the local shortwave tower to control their automechs. The saboteur commandeered it and sent out an override. The only remaining puzzle piece is why. Why go through all this trouble to eliminate a handful of isolated refugees?
For those new to the order. I will start by explaining what a prime number is, despite the fact that you should have learned that definition.
I'm not sure. Any ideas?
Yes. That relay tower in the rear of the camp was clearly not built by the refugees, but stolen from the Protectorate, which likely means that they were Protectorate as well. The refugees must have used it to listen in on Protectorate communications, then sold what they learned to Sub Rosa.
And the Protectorate wouldn't take kindly to that.
After the Vox Relay's recent destruction, High Command would have ordered a security sweep of all communication systems. This outpost's relay would have returned a signal. Upon learning of this camp's existence, they'd have dispatched a sentinel to cross off any would-be traitors. Hence the destruction we bear witness to.
Why isn't 1 a prime number, since nothing can divide it other than itself? And the answer is simple, you silly lay person.
Pretty comprehensive. You arbiters aren't slouches.
I do pride myself on my thoroughness indeed, though not all arbiters feel the need to be equally thorough. Now with that finished, we... Hold. Some things approach. Be ready. I suspect someone has disapproved of our inquiry.
Go for fortification.
Return. Bent on eliminating any stragglers. To arms!
Back in business.
Security of Bitcoins. In fact, our archive uses primes for that reason and many more.
None shall stand against us!
Gravel plug, angry. Popping that plug.
Danger. As well as using prime numbers to
Check your scope for combatant analysis.
One such question is every even member of the sub-NC
That was a hearty engagement. You held your own admirably. These automechs will never be used to perpetrate such heinous acts again.
Seems unlikely, but we have been unable to find an upper limit. Perhaps you could discover one of these proofs and become the next senior tenured laureate of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Numismatics for the Order of the Ascendant. Such a lofty and, dare I say, elegant goal. Good disquisition.
I believe we're at the end of our investigation. The prospect of sharing our findings with the broker isn't terribly appealing, but we've little choice. I will locate my wretched Sub Rosa transport and return to Free Market Station. Pleasure fighting beside you. Be sure you return to Free Market Station to debrief with me. Despite our work here, I somehow doubt the broker would grant an audience to me alone.
One of our transport pods en route from Zeranium Manufactory 7 has impacted in Auntie's Choice's
Alright. I wonder if we could have done that better.
Casualties. Predictably, the corporatist laypeople blame us for this tragic event, despite our verifiable innocence. We have launched a thorough study.
Oh my god. I never went up.
Keep hail and mind your calculations.
Yeah.
Unlike parallel lines, I hope someday we'll meet.
And now, additional data and/or music determined to facilitate cognition. The following song has been determined to facilitate abstract thinking and constructive rumination.
Okay. I think we go here. Doctors inside borders. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I think any sniper is gonna be better than what I have.
Explain. An isosceles right triangle. The smaller sides are measured both as one. The length of the longest side then cannot fully be expressed by anyone. They're irrational, 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 irrational. Remainder is rational. Are there any numbers you can name us? Are there any numbers that are famous? The ratio known as golden. It is written as the Greek letter pi. From the Fibonacci set beholden, second only to the number known as pi. Pi is a worldwide phenomenon. Attempt to square a circle and you'll need it. Don't confuse it with the homonym sibling. It's a number you cannot eat. Irrational, 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 irrational. Remainder is rational. What's a number that has no ending?
I'm just listening to this radio. It's so good.
A mathematics man named Euler. His work was that of genius and astounding. That number you see as a lowercase e to calculate with interest compounding. Irrational, 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 irrational. Remainder is rational. These numbers
Oh
are
no.
monumental. They're also known as transcendental.
Do I want to go over there? Oh shit. I didn't realize one shot wouldn't kill him. It was a headshot, so I thought it would.
As determined, you're listening to Grand Plan Wireless. For transpiring events, philosophical profundities, informed insight into the future, also music. As foretold by tenured seers and our own programming schedule, it is time for another illuminative installment of Ask Vicar, featuring Vicar Magsai. A listener asks, What is the difference between the Protectorate's paradigm and our grand plan? Vicar, enlighten this lady, please.
Line up
Armed and ready.
between a raindrop and the sea, or the vacuum environment and the clouds. Our grand plan is everything.
Have a fix on their weaknesses.
Every atomical particle in the universe has motion. Predictable ones, we solve the universal equation. The paradigm, on the other hand, is nothing. A void. Calling it hot air lends it too much validation. What else would you expect from the Protectorate? Those adept assemblers. They have rewritten their history, edited their old media reports, erasing all praise for the Order's instrumental contributions to their success. They've substituted facts with their subject-pacifying fiction, and so the burden of truth has fallen upon our broad shoulders. Without truth, there can be no path to ascension. Our grand plan is that path. Their paradigm leads to nowhere. And quickly, if you're feeling anxious about what's next, just wait. Things to come have a way of constantly happening. The future is colliding with the present every moment.
Next up. Well, the leaders among you already know.
Gotta wait!
We had no connection till
Let's see if they got the time. All in my brain box.
Gave us no direction. Then we were parallel lines, traveling into infinity, never to meet. Yet in such close proximity.
Combatant observed.
And one day our eyes did meet, and fate set into motion. I smell the drinks. Of dopamine and increased oxytocin, so adrift within a flood of notation. I shall share with you now my heart's complex.
Hey, easy with the fratricide. The quantity of x squared plus y squared minus 1 to the power of 3, all to the power of 3 equals x squared times y cubed. That is the graph of my heart. That is the graph of my heart.
is Grand Plan Wireless, broadcasting soothing tunes for your audio canal and enriching content for your cerebral cortex around the chronometer until we achieve ascension.
What?
Abbot Newell here to impart a message of significant value, conveyed to me by Alexandria Monastery's most trusted conjecturer. To all those tossed hither and thither by war's perilous fluctuations, the Order invites you to seek stability and shelter in Matriarch's mercy. While lean accommodations do persist, the effort to improve conditions is being spearheaded by Administrator Agarwal, who I have been reliably informed has everything well in hand. I humbly return you now to the previously scheduled program. This is Abbot Newell of Alexandria Monastery, signing off. How was that, Wiley? What? It's still recording? Oh, how do I stop the...
In closing, a potentially incongruent word of advice. Invariably find a way to turn your negatives into positives.
How do you guys miss that? You guys are terrible scrappers.
Predetermined. And now, more music to perform advanced calculations by.
Oh, I see the way in there.
Audio log of Chief Exploitation Behavioralist DeWitt. This is entry number 8 of my scrapper preventative fieldwork. Unfortunately, it seems my heavy metal detritus drops mixed into the adrenatime cancels the intoxicating effects that the scrappers crave. Their leader was first to the drops-enhanced injections that I conspicuously left for them. And he ran through all 24 in barely a minute trying to cure the urge. He seized, turning steely gray, and then succumbed to some sort of severe blood poisoning. Though I'm confident it's completely unrelated to my heavy metal detritus drops. Now the rest are in a frenzy hunting for... Why, hello. I didn't reckon you'd find me way up... Oh, no. I had nothing to do with... I said... Yeah. No, please! Please! Ah!
Mine's a hostile.
Oh, that dude ran over the explosive and died. Idiot. Ow. It's a good thing we're wearing the bomb-proof armor, right? Okay, 90% damage reduction from freaking explosives and 20% damage reduction in total still did like half my health, which is ridiculous. So that means the damage reduction from the extra cushion does not stack with the defensive plates or the built-in damage resist. So either the damage resistance reduce it first and then explosive reduce it by 90%, or 90% reduction is first and then whatever is left over gets reduced by 20%. Not sure which. Kind of sucks it works that way, but what can you do? Oh my god.
Looks like a fight.
You were just
Not quite charged
Bustier, help me end this fight on my feet.
Adversary vulnerability by mitigating the threat, taking the fight out of them.
Interested in receiving our selection of mathematical clues? Visit your local predictory.
Surviving me is in everyone's best interest. Thank you, dear. Check your scope for combatant analysis. Vitals are in the red. Scanned. Fortificator at ready status. Target analyzed. Combatant scanned.
Yes, you must prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it, just deduce it, prove it, prove
Oh damn.
it. Yes, you must prove
Is this?
it, prove it, prove it, prove it.
Brass raring to go.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
What's a basic rule? Let's show how it works. Here's a basic rule. The sum of two even numbers. This you can believe in. The sum of two even numbers.
Okay.
Always comes out even. A proof, a very proven proof. That is how
God, this.
it works.
The radio's fire, dude. So good.
Can you give another one more basic proof? When a triangle exists with an
I think I'm gonna bring everything to 15.
shorter sides, shorter base
I don't even know if I can. Is the max level 30?
will always be of use as the square of the longest side, the hypotenuse. A very proven proof. You think you know it all. The answer's in your
The perks are really good as well.
unless you show the proof. Your theory will be picked up.
Okay, Hail of Lead. It'll make this gun way better.
Theory will be picked apart. Prove it, prove it. Yes, you must prove it, prove it, prove
Oh wow.
prove it, just deduce
Dude,
it,
I don't know why, but I am jamming so hard to this song right now.
prove it, prove it, prove it, just deduce it. If you cannot
So good.
prove it, take your theory and remove it. You must prove
And now, constructually compelling yet categorically veracious statements regarding products researched and designed to increase energy, efficiency, creativity, and focus.
6. 7.
Anti-morbidic soda. None of the calories with none of the flavor.
From the order of
Do it. 8.
Ever bear in mind we are molecular machines, our bodies a tuft of atoms, our minds a result of chemical reactions, our lives predestined along paths clear only in retrospect.
1.
This popular number has been conclusively proven to promote cognitive function.
3. 4.
Color of space, a chromospectral analysis. When asked about the average color of space, the famous stellar cartographer Newton Otisgard.
It's the bros!
To experienced lumen astronomers, his answer was the expected one. But I can already hear the obtuse Wouldn't the average color be black or white?
Whoa,
or
whoa, whoa,
simply
whoa.
gray? Absorb and emit
Target analyzed.
which
Lay down
the
fire.
auxiliary to understand all of this, you must understand the basics of thermal divarication emission theory. The typical
Check your scope for combatant analysis. Commander, you're bleeding.
and
I have to
radiation. The visible part of that reflection.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
However, most stellar objects generate
I'm negative. Recharge incomplete. There be none.
as an idealized object, which is assumed to absorb 100% of all electromagnetic radiation.
I'm ready.
Re-emit some based on its temperature and composition. Stellar composition determines what packets of light will be emitted, while stellar temperature determines the frequency of
It's a good thing we took out all of the hard one creatures first, because wowza, that was so many things.
Which I need not describe here. As the stellar body's temperature increases, its emitted light shifts up into visible light, through red into orange, then yellow, then white. Even rare blue stars exist. These are the hottest stars, emitting mostly blue and invisible ultraviolet light. So why are there no green stars, you wonder? I would think the listeners could easily draw this trivial conclusion for themselves, but if I must... It's because any star emitting green light also emits
They actually put beds inside of spawners. That is so cool. It's usually just a black box or an empty box in most games. But no, that's where they sleep. So it totally makes sense that they run out when they hear gunfire.
Itself would constitute evidence for intelligent interference, and no such evidence of any kind has ever been detected. Let's get back to Newton Otisgard, the famous stellar cartographer.
Good thing whatever that is didn't activate.
Of the Otisgard's chromospectral survey was straightforward. He partitioned his astronomical field of view into grids, then tagged each object in every grid. He ignored empty regions, as black would only dim the color and not change its fundamental hue.
God, she died so
Every
fast.
galaxy, star, nebula, and quasar was gathered and
Lock
fed
on
to a
rocket
central
launchers.
tabulator for computation. The
Oh, damn.
subsequent spectral analysis produced a final answer to within 0.5% of the predicted value. And that result was beige. More specifically, in the cylindrical coordinate model of color space, the hue is 42 degrees, while the saturation is a mere 9%, and the value is a full 100%. In more novice terms, while the color tends towards white, the addition of a variety of reds and some blues results in a more beige tone. And there you have it. So go forth, neophytes. And as you study your lessons, stare at the nondescript walls of your library, classroom, or dormitory facility, and exult in the knowledge that beige is also the color of the universe.
Jumpsuit helmet.
Traveling at the velocity of light through the vacuum of space on our primary band, this is Grand Plan Wireless, the informed,
That's pretty good base health.
peer-reviewed sound of scientism.
Right. Dealing explosive damage grant temporary health. That's amazing with my sniper, bro. It goes perfectly with the bomb suit.
Step when traversing between academical appointments, do not read and walk. The localized
Well, the look, I
dimensional
mean.
tears known as rifts are lethal to pedestrian traffic. They also attract bloodthirsty zealots. Said zealots are equally lethal to pedestrian traffic. If you must operate near or adjacent to said conspicuous
300 damage with a stealth multiplier of 450.
care. Eyes forward, noses out of academic journals.
I mean,
That
that's
is all for
something,
now.
right?
Until next time, keep hail and mind your calculations. Unlike parallel lines, I hope someday we'll meet.
Yeah, what we got here? If an enemy affected by Marisol companion ability is killed, the effects jump to all nearby target. That's insane. Whenever you spend a gadget energy in combat. I barely do that, though. Ines just injection speed for auto injector, allowing it to be applied over a longer period of time with no efficiency loss. Her drug buff lasts for a significantly longer duration. Ooh. While in the party, inhaler heals for more, preventing the party from taking damage for a short time. Nope. Look, we don't need healing in this party. We are going to kill as fast as possible. Oh, okay. Nice scrapper den. I think we're gonna go over here next. Investigate the N-ray range. Nah, let's go over here next. This seems like a side area, and this is the main area, right? So if that's the case, let's go to these locations first.
Listening to Grand Plan Wireless, Arcadia's voice of reason. Prepare for profundity. The moment's at hand for another installment of Ask a Vicar with
Commander, medic orders.
A listener asks, why did the order split from the Protectorate? Well, this is certainly a well-worn question. Must be from a fresh Auntie's Choice convert or the like.
Oh, always eager to cover old ground for a new student. The principal reason for our schism, of course, was the Protectorate's abandonment of reason. Or more specifically, their warping of the Matriarch's vision. Idealism rooted in scientism. Presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar recognized this early. Empirical evidence was copious. We parted ways with the Protectorate just as Auntie's Choice began their invasion of Arcadia. An invasion we predicted, yet it took...
Look alive, Commander.
That he'd become encumbered with illusions of godhood,
Check your scope for combatant analysis.
Ideological submission. Without the guidance of the grand plan and the Matriarch's original vision, the Protectorate was lost. We did not abandon them. They abandoned the plan.
Keep put. Much is left to come.
Yeah.
Warning, the following song mentions some actions that are improper, something your fractions should never be.
The flashlight is really good in this game.
This is Chief Quidley, recording with the intent of registering this most unusual sequence of events and securing their serial wave rights. Recently, we reckoned it'd be a hoot to hack a captured order terminal, use it to heckle them. Instead, we wound up chinwagging. It turns out we have much in common. They're bored, we're bored, and everyone got sick of trench living months ago. Next thing you know, we're getting together for brew.
Oh. Do not open this file. Oh, I guess we could have discovered that without the computer because we have observant. In memory of the third specialist technician. The third specialist technician kept... Okay. I'm going to assume 9th recon unit. Second initiate. 5th. Okay, let's go with this one. This one. In order of high to low, baby. High to low. Easy. Here lies the body of honor, possession of Artificer Laureate Castillo. Wait, hang on, really? I don't really want those. Energy woven materials. Summa doctoral robes. We don't need those. Oh, wow. 5% crit chance. Do we need the robes? Energy woven. Incoming damage automatically converted to energy. Fine. Fine. Keep it.
This is Grand Plan Wireless.
Mainly because the helmet is absolutely ridiculous, and I love
fellow
it.
Students of the Order, I once again have Vicar Magsaisai on hand to answer anything you ever wanted to ask a vicar. A listener asks, did the Order always plan on betraying the Protectorate? Well, that is quite a quarrelsome query. Apologies, Vicar, for springing this one upon you.
No apology needed.
Yeah, I
Obviously,
need...
this Squire is a former Protectorate ally, attempting to befuddle me. Poor soul doesn't seem to be living the
Apparently
ideal life
Agatha
depicted in their
works.
propaganda. In any
Okay.
case, for the sake of our shared history with the Protectorate, centuries united in furtherance of scientism, I will provide a thoughtful answer. Sadly, the Protectorate's befuddled masses are convinced we rejected them in their hour of need, when cumbersome corporatists raved at their gates. I will gently inform them that they, in fact, abandoned us in Golden Ridge, leaving us to fend against the corporatist tide and tend to Protectorate refugees left behind. Also, I would remind them that their consul, string puller of the Protectorate's puppet regime, attempted the arrest and execution of presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar 3 years ago. There's sufficient rancor to go around. Of course, we foresaw the consul's nefarious scheming, further vindication of the plan, and our predictive methodologies. You'd think the Protectorate would learn. All they have is their paradigm, a 5-year-old's book report on the plan. Elementary math at best. Just hollow hokum, poorly conceived. I only hope someday our former colleagues realize their miscalculations. When that happens, we will reunite in thought and purpose to solve the universal equation. If you're feeling anxious about what's next, just wait. Things to come have a way of constantly happening. The future is colliding with the present every moment.
Well, we don't need this anymore.
Consistency in your work is wonderful.
I don't think there is a pathway to go over here. So we're just going to start walking over there. And then we're going to loop back. Okay, 3 should be good.